This person is watching you, my heart. This person is spying on you. The letter is very graphic. That's just how it is. And do you know what you represent to him or her? Their torment. You represent their bad decisions, their biggest mistakes, their biggest error. And today you represent their biggest temptation. What they could have had with you, now they don't have because of those bad decisions and they regret it. They watch you, they spy on you, they are dying of desire, of passion for you, but they don't tell you anything. They stay silent, they stay still. This person is stimulated with intimacy with you by thinking about you, by seeing you. And even if you tell me that this person has you blocked from social media, or that you have blocked them, this person knows how to spy on you. Either this person has memories of you, photographs of you, or they have a very clear image in their head that allows them to remember you over and over again, to observe or feel or try to feel your energy from wherever it is. Today you drive this person crazy, you drive them crazy. For this person, this is hell. This person somehow doesn't dare to approach you because they are ashamed of their current situation. They are ashamed of what they are going through. And all because they didn't know how to make better choices or make better decisions, or didn't know how to leave their ego and pride behind. This person deeply regrets having been so selfish, so unempathetic towards you. This person is ashamed of how they treated you. They are ashamed of not having known how to value you. They are ashamed of not having known how to recognize everything you gave them. And they are ashamed to face you right now after everything that has happened between you, after how they have behaved. It's like, what words do I say to this person so that they listen to me, so that they see me with different eyes, or so that they understand me? I feel the energy of the book very strongly, but also the energy of Capricorn. Although remember that these are general readings and all the signs are involved. Wow. But even so, despite the fact that this person is embarrassed, this person wants to get out of the ice, wants to get out of the silence, wants to leave where they are, where they feel very alone, very lonely, and feel that they cannot live there forever. They feel that they are not prepared to continue that life forever. Although it was their choice in the beginning, but this person regrets it and wants to come back. Here I feel someone who returns to your life after a lot of silence, after being in some kind of pause or physical or emotional distance with you. I feel someone who may also live far from you, or someone who made a bad decision to go live far from you for whatever reason. I feel someone who returns. My heart is someone who returns because they want the warmth of your heart. They want to feel you close. Wow, the energy of Gemini, Aquarius is very marked. But of course, what happens? What this person did. Not expect, or what they did not expect, was that you would also be cold, that you would also be distant, cutting, and asking for explanations. It's not going to be so easy to reach your heart now. Why? Because this person has to show you with them that they are truly sorry, that they really want to be with you, and that they can offer you. Why? Because you have already been working on your self-love, on your personal growth, on your spirituality. So, what happens? You know perfectly well what you are worth, and you know perfectly well that you have many suitors, that you can have anyone you want. And if this person wants something from you, they are going to have to first break down all this ice. First, they are going to have to melt all these barriers that stand in the way of your heart. To reach your heart, this person is going to have to work hard now. They are going to have to win you over like never before, because this is not going to be as easy as before, because you are no longer the same fool. The energy of Aquarius has been marked here. But even so, even though this person can sense that you are going to be a little different, this person is coming closer. The Page of Pentacles is the page of communications, which may not be as fast as the Eight of Wands, but they arrive and they are communications that are here to stay. Why? Because they are people who have been thinking for a very long time about whether or not to send you a communication, and when they decide to do it, they do it and go all out. They are going to win, they are going to win you over. They decide to take it slow but sure. They decide to show things that they didn't show before because they are things that they have been thinking about in order to do them right this time, so as not to make the same mistake again, so as not to fail you again, so as not to make another mistake. The energy of Virgo, Taurus is marked here. Wow! Do you know why they have thought about that so much? So as not to make a mistake. Because they feel precisely what you are seeing in yourself. They feel that you are a star, feel like you are a god, a goddess who could have the person you want, and that, surely, after his departure or how he treated you, you are taking into account more people, more opinions, or you are letting other people conquer you. Or at least you are trying to manifest true love, romantic love, pure love, the honest love that you deserve, and, somehow, he is sensing your clear energy of being very above, empowered. That is why he spies on you and has a way of knowing about you. Somehow he knows that you are shining like never before, and he knows that somehow it will be difficult for him to reach you, your heart, and, above all, that he will have competition, because I feel that many of you are going to be valuing another energy, or you are going to be valuing another person, or you may even already be in a relationship, or you are still in the same relationship that you were in when you were with this person. If that is your case, that is your situation. But I feel that this person has to be careful so that you don't see that mistake in him or her again and decide on someone else. That's why this person wants to be careful, because you have more people after you. You have more suitors and they feel that. Because of that, they have to take it seriously now, because you've really realized your value, what you really deserve, and it's not like before. They can't manipulate you like before, or they can't give you the minimum and have you be content with that. The energy of Aquarius is very marked in this reading. Wow. It's just that somehow this person look at what this person wants to do. They feel conditioned by their environment or by their thoughts, by their worries, by their own insecurities and fears. They want to move forward. This is a very special Eight of Swords. Normally, a person appears in the tarot who is totally tied to a place, a location, or their own mind. However, with this Eight of Swords, we see that this bottle is picking up speed in the sea and heading towards your heart. It is someone who is turning a deaf ear to what people are saying, to the opinions of others, even to their negative thoughts that maybe this can't turn out well or that you're not going to give them a chance. This person is trying not to hear or see those obstacles in order to reach you this time in a considerable way, in a faster way, because if not, if this person keeps thinking like they did before, this person won't move forward and will remain stagnant as always. So I like your person's attitude because it's like they're going to come very quickly. You don't even expect them because this person is going to advance towards you without thinking about it. It will be like with impetus. It will be surprising even for him or her. It will be a moment of weakness when they will want to know about you. They will appear in your life and suddenly you will be like, what is happening? I did not expect this person. Quote, and you will tremble with surprise. You will tremble when you see their face. You will tremble when you feel them close to you in such an impetuous way to win you over. It is that you will not expect it. That is what I am noticing. That is why you covered your eyes and ears. It is as if it will be completely unexpected. In some situations, they may also see each other. Casually, and although this person has been spying on you, and although this person has been following your trail, your clue, they have wanted to know about you, but they have not dared to do so. It is as if life puts you in front of him or her so that they can decide at that moment, and at that moment they will let themselves go and will tell you things that you did not expect. They will let themselves go in a way that will make you wonder, is this really the same person? And here it is as if you will somehow understand their torment. You will understand why they behaved a certain way, why they distanced themselves, why they stayed away from you. They will explain their current situation to you, where those fears and insecurities come from, or how the current situation is in their environment, if this person depends on their family or on their family's opinion. Or there is someone else in their life, or they have formed a family and have people to take care of them, or they have obligations, or they have conflicts, even at work, stress at work, circumstances that this person has somehow tried to handle in the best way possible, but has not been able to. This is someone who will explain to you the reason for this distance and the reason for their behavior. Very marked energy of Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. This person is going to declare themselves completely with you. This person is going to tell you why. Perhaps they haven't let themselves be carried away by their feelings towards you, because they've somehow listened to other opinions. I feel like there are people in your special person's life who are somehow not doing them any good. Even if it's not with bad intentions, that person is listening to things that really have nothing to do with you or them. It has nothing to do with the connection, but somehow this person has been so confused or has been so overwhelmed that they misunderstand how to act, and sometimes they feel like a little child, a little girl who doesn't know what to do. That's also why they've been held back by listening to other people's opinions that really don't know anything about the connection because they're not in the connection. Therefore, they can't have an opinion. And why is that person listening to those opinions? Because they feel deprived, in need. This person feels empty, feels like they have nothing good to contribute, or feels like they haven't contributed anything good. And somehow this person has needed status or material things or titles or honors or their reputation to believe that they are worth something. When this person really showed themselves as they are, They would be worth gold, because they are a simple person, even if it doesn't seem like it, because they are a person who really has very beautiful feelings for you, but they don't show it or they fall very short, and also fail due to maintaining that situation that makes them feel this existential emptiness. This person is afraid of being rejected by their parents, their family, their environment. They are afraid that they will be seen like that, as if they are really different, that they will be seen as crazy. If they choose you, I feel that somehow you and he or she are very different from each other. There are compatibilities, differences, or opinions that cause them to argue, or both of them have different opinions, values, or beliefs, and this distances them and limits them with respect to their families, for example, or their surroundings. This is not going to be for everyone, but I have to say it anyway. But this person seems to have forgotten about themselves due to pretending, trying to disguise themselves for others, and that is why they are empty inside, and that is why they feel they have nothing good to contribute to you. In addition, this person has also been very afraid to get close to you because they feel like they have let too much time, too many nights go by. Perhaps this person has hurt you with their indifference or with some kind of blockage, also with you. And this person right now sees you as too high or unattainable. Or they see having a stable relationship with you as unattainable if they don't change, if they are no longer able to meet your expectations, your demands, and now much more after having made a mistake, much more with you. And they feel that if they come back they are going to have to work very hard. They are going to have to put all their focus on winning you over, or that is what you are going to ask of them. And they are clear about that, or they will be clear about it as soon as they have that conversation with you that has been slow, but it will happen, but you are going to have to explain it to them and make things clear. Put the cards on the table and tell them your limits. How much you are able to endure, or to what extent you are able to forgive. What do you expect from them? Very important things are going to be said in this conversation, and I feel that this person is motivated and has the necessary capacity to really face those demands and expectations of yours. Yes, they definitely confirm it to me. This person is going to be working on their own testimony, my heart. If this person has ever acted in some way as if he or she were superior to you or indirectly made you feel inferior to him or her, this is someone who did it because it was the only way they have ever had to stand out or give value to themselves, belittling the people around them. They have even done it with you, but it is their way of being. That way of being that has involved them in that false environment, that superficial environment, that materialistic environment. That is not how they see you, because this person really sees you as superior. They see you as a star, the brightest star in the firmament, this person would tell you. Now they just have to realize that they are also worth being with you and that they have to give themselves value and respect. Only in this way, by giving themselves respect or value, will they be able to give you respect and value. If not, it would be impossible. Otherwise, the supposed value and respect they give you would be false. Wow. The judgment. This person is definitely going to make concrete, firm, forceful, important decisions. Why? Because they can't stand this torment of life anymore. They can't stand seeing you from afar. They can't stand fantasizing about you anymore, wanting you and not having you, seeing how they lose you, seeing or feeling you further and further away. This person just can't take it anymore. They're going to make super important decisions. They're going to change their whole life drastically. There's someone who's going to put things in order, and, furthermore, it's like if they have to shout from the rooftops what they feel for you, what they're going to do for you, they're going to say it, regardless of what others think, whether they like them or not. There's someone who has it clear. There's someone who, in some way, doesn't want to let you down again. They don't want to go back to what they were. They don't want to be who they already are. He is someone who has thought about it a lot, has meditated on it a lot, and feels that it is time, that it is going to be the moment of final judgment. Here they are telling me about the date on which this is going to happen. They are talking to me about December at Christmas. That is why communication is slow with the Page of Pentacles. They are telling me about Christmas, my heart, but once he realizes it will arrive. And you will tremble when you see him because it will be very fast. It is like, wow, what are you doing here? And you tell me at Christmas because some of you live far away and this person will suddenly show up at your house or tell you, hey, look out the window. Whether they live far away or close by, it doesn't matter. This person is going to want to see you that day on a special occasion that you don't expect. On a special occasion that you are going to feel nostalgic or sad thinking about what could have been with this person and wasn't. And you're going to see them. You're going to see them with you on those important dates. Yes. Because they're going to be able to fight against those fears, those insecurities. They're going to be able to battle against those ghosts or those opinions that are of no use to them, that don't contribute anything to them, that distance them from you. There's someone who, is realizing that it's really worth fighting, it's worth keeping. This beautiful connection out of the sight of others, and they're going to tell you, let's fight together, as a team. I'm going to show you. I'm showing you with my actions. I feel like someone who has thought a lot about how to give you this stability, how to let go of disguising their fear, their insecurities, with pride, with silence, with blockage, with escape. They have been thinking about it a lot, how to give you stability. How to be correct with yourself, how to go all out with motivation to really have a conquest in your heart. How to have a tower is incredible. It is that you realize, this person leaves their environment, leaves their life, leaves their situation, lets the tower collapse and leaves. The tower arrives, my heart. That is what confirms it to you. This person advances with you to have a life with you and is going to work to conquer you, my heart, regardless of your situation. This person turns their back on their livelihood, turns their back on what prevented or hindered them from being with you. And really, when the idea is to arrive, you are going to tremble. You are going to tremble and you are going to experience their torment in your own flesh. Why? Because they are going to explain it to you with all kinds of signs, with all kinds of words, with all kinds of descriptions. They are going to explain the because of everything, of many things that he himself, she herself did not understand at that moment, but that she understands and comprehends in order to explain them to you and offer you something of higher quality, offer you something that she could not offer you before because perhaps she was not ready. Let's see what else she wants to tell you today. Wow, the Fool's letter came out all by itself. Do you realize? A start from scratch. Why? Because the tower falls, the tower is destroyed. And once this building is destroyed, you have to start building it from scratch. This person is going to be clear about it. This person wants to build a life with you. The time has come to begin. The time has come for beginnings. Let's see what else. And if you are enjoying the reading and it is resonating with you, I invite you to give me a like, to subscribe if you have not already done so, because that way you would help this channel of yours a lot, and above all, tell me something more about your story in the comments, because I would like to thank you. I love getting to know you better, connecting with you, and helping you a little more if you ask me to. Let's see what else your person wants to tell you today. Three of Wands. Do you realize? They want to start from scratch to have a future with you. And there's distance here in some situations. This person wants to be with you, wants to live with you, wants to be close to you. There is no doubt about it. After thinking about it, after meditating on it, this person is someone who is very clear that they really should take a path towards your heart. After thinking about it, you realize, and the energy of the Hermit comes out, the energy of Virgo. This person has reached tremendously deep, tremendously important conclusions that make them change from the inside out to manifest another reality, a reality that they had not dared to before. Why? Because they were lost in themselves, in what they were going through, the obstacles, in putting themselves in the worst light, thinking that this was not for them, thinking that this was going to be impossible. But this person is starting to see other things. They are even starting to see things with greater positivity. Even if you are going to be with someone else, or even if you realize that you can have whoever you want, but this is someone who is already taking the whole course of their life, is seeing the light that is in him or her, and is finally starting to see things clearly. And all they see is that everything weighs on them. Everything seems like a burden that they can't handle anymore. They can't even get up every morning, and they feel like everything is leading them to you. They feel that somehow they are not going down the path that they would love to, that they would like to. It's as if everything is giving them signs to be with you, but this person resists and stays where they are. This person feels really bad about it, and that makes them want to cry, makes them want to stay in bed. I see a person who perhaps has not been washing themselves lately, is not very hygienic, is a person who is also perhaps more emaciated, is not well physically, does not feel proud of how they physically appear or how you looked at them or how you admired, and has also been afraid and insecure about how you will see him now at this moment. And I feel that, in some way, this also weighs on him and is playing more and is affecting his self-esteem, his self-love, how he sees himself. The only thing this person needs to remember is the reason that led him to make that decision, to change it, to give him other answers, to find the courage to the dragon he carries inside, the strength that leads him to you. This is someone who is needing to find that inner child, girl who is asleep or dead, scared to death to react, to realize that it is enough, to realize that it is time, to realize that there are possibilities, because I feel like someone who has really been suffering a lot wherever he is, everything weighs on him. Like he even has more burdens than before. He feels that he can't do it anymore, that no one understands him, and also the greatest burden of all is yours. Because here with the Four of Pentacles is the card of attachment. This person today has an attachment to you that is increasingly is older. He doesn't let go of you. Wherever he goes, he doesn't let go of you. He can't let go of you. He's having a really hard time living like this. Because there's one burden after another, after another, after another, after another, after another, and this person can't take it anymore. He can't keep up this pace of life. He can't keep having this attachment to you and visualizing, seeing or intuiting that you could be with someone else or that you could forget him. The Jack of Swords again. It's incredible. Just when I was telling you that I was intuiting, seeing that you could be with someone else or that you could get excited again, that you could see someone the way you saw him or her. He's someone who definitely spies on you, watches you, observes you. He's someone who takes into account everything you do, who knows what you do or intuits it. Because somehow they tell me that he's a person who is or feels very connected to you, feels your energy. It's like he feels what you feel, and perhaps many of you also feel what this person feels, that sadness. And you feel when he or she talks to you, or when it's time to talk about this person, because perhaps you've had this modus operandi with your person where maybe you spend time without talking and then suddenly it arrives when you just let it go, or you're getting to know someone else, or you're trying to get your life back on track, right? Some of you feel like you receive communication at the most inappropriate time, when there's someone else in your life, or there's someone, a new dream or a new project or an even longer distance. And you're going to have to make tremendously important decisions, without a doubt. Definitely yes. Again, the Six of Swords, this person arrives, moves, this person approaches, this person leaves the place where they're not happy, where they can't be with you to be with you. They need to be with you and explain certain things to you, and above all show you certain things. That's why when you see this person arrive, you'll tremble, my heart. You're going to tremble. You just don't see it coming. You don't see it coming, my heart. Incredible. Let's see what else with the tarot. Let's see what else your person wants to tell you on the day of today. And I also want to thank those little souls who trust me for private readings. It truly fills my heart when they come to me with such difficult, complex, intimate and personal issues and tell me that they have found the answers and the guidance they were looking for. So thank you so much for all your support, your love, your affection, and your wonderful recommendations. Let's see. Let's go. The crazy one again. Here we have us starting from scratch. Here this person is going to ask you to start from scratch. They are going to ask you for an opportunity without a doubt. This is someone who wants to take the leap into the void. This is someone who, even though this is not going to be easy, even if you ask too much of them, they are going to do it. They are going to put the world at your feet because they have integrated everything they needed to be your best option. This person wants you to see them as perfect perfect for you. This person has integrated everything they had to learn in order to come and offer you a stable opportunity. Wow. Why? Because they want this breakthrough. They are sure of it. It is because here I see a new life among you, you know? Here I feel like a new vision, a new perspective on everything, and I still maintain that especially in most cases at Christmas this connection is going to be consolidated regardless of the news you receive beforehand about your person. At Christmas something is consolidated because you are going to spend Christmas safe, totally confirmed with your person. You are going to be with your person and it is going to be a huge advance. It is as if this person is going to say, "Here I am," and the wall is going to break down, and you're going to see her suddenly and you're going to tremble with fear, seeing her face, seeing how everything has changed, seeing the intensity of everything, of what you're going to feel. You didn't expect to feel that way when you saw your person again, and in the end you're going to want to experience this change. I see that you're going to want to listen to what she has to tell you. You're going to want to observe what she has to show you. Regardless of whether you make one decision or another, but you're going to want your life to show you things. You want to observe with total innocence, without deciding, taking your time, but I feel that you're going to feel good seeing how this person tries to win you over again, how she's starting to do different things. I feel that you're going to feel a lot of purity, and I also feel that you're going to control yourself in a certain way so as not to give in prematurely. You're going to control yourself so as not to perhaps get carried away by your emotions, and you're going to put more mental control on it before making a decision because you don't want to fall the same way. Mistake you made before. A new perspective is that both of you have learned new things. You have learned to love yourself, to value yourself, to look at things from a different perspective, to look at things from this perspective, to set boundaries, to attend to your needs, to see the red flags. If this person has learned to have that new perspective that things can be different, that they don't have to cling to a place, a location, or a way of being, or a way of thinking, because they can always change because life is continuous change. In life, fluctuations are permanent. So this person is like integrating everything. They are learning, and with you they are growing much more. They are maturing at the same time as you, and they will do much more when you end up together. If that's what you want, if that's what you decide. Let's go with some letters and numbers to see if they adapt to you, to your situation, to your person. And I also invite you to my other channel, Interactive Tarot Today with Eden, where I also publish interactive content about your special person. So I'll see you there, and they say, the letter H, the letter D, the letter K, the letter E, the letter M, W, the number 2, the letter V, the letter N. H, S, number B, the letter U, another letter U, the letter S, the letter B, the letter A, and the uppercase letter or lowercase letter L. The letter M, W, the letter P or lowercase letter B, the number 1, the letter 4, the letter 6 or number 9, the letter R, the question mark that will decide what your heart really wants. Do you already know it, or are you going to wait to see what you feel the moment this person shows it to you? The letter O, number 0, the number 6 or number 9, the letter F, the X and another number 6 or number 9. So my beautiful family full of light, thank you so much for being here with me one more day. I hope I have helped you with this reading. I hug you with all my love and affection.